Benjamin Netanyahu spoke for the first time to the Israeli public since the agreement was approved. Netanyahu, and not surprisingly, spoke mostly of the first stage and not of the second stage. There's a lot of controversy, even among supporters of the deal, regarding the second stage, which will see a complete Israeli withdrawal of Gaza, along with the return of all of the hostages. While that stage is controversial, there's wide support for the first stage, which is meant to see 33 hostages being brought back to Israel. And what Benjamin Netanyahu stressed is that, as opposed to previous times, to previous deals proposed, this time there is an option for Israel to go back to the warfare, and not only do that, but do it with American support in case Hamas breaches the deal.
If we have to go back to fighting, we'll do it in new ways, and we'll do it very powerfully. We deserve the right to resume the war if necessary, with American support.
That is very important for him to stress, that both the Biden administration and the incoming Trump administration would back Israel going back to the war if the agreement is breached by the other side. None of the core issues of this conflict has been resolved due to this agreement, and that is why we still see violence. We saw a stabbing attack here in Tel Aviv. A man was stabbed by a Palestinian from the West Bank. The assailant was shot and killed by bystanders, and there were two instances of sirens throughout Israel due to missiles coming from Yemen. The first one here in the Tel Aviv area and the Jerusalem area, and that means that millions of people ran to shelters. Once again, there was no damage, no casualties. And a bit earlier, sirens also sounded in the southern city of Eilat. And the hope of practically the entire state of Israel is that as of Sunday afternoon, Israel will see 3 more hostages, living hostages, back in Israel. They're supposed to cross into Israel sometime on a Sunday afternoon local time. Their names should have been given at an earlier stage on Saturday, but that did not happen. But still, the belief in Israel and among the mediators from Qatar, from the United States, is that this will not have any effect on the fact that the agreement will be implemented on Sunday. What will happen after that, after the 6 weeks with the remaining hostages? That, of course, is a very big question. There's a strong opposition in Israel, even among the coalition, for that second stage to happen. But that's 6 weeks away. 6 weeks is practically an eternity in Israeli politics, in Middle Eastern politics. For now, the focus is on the first phase, and on Sunday, the first day of the first phase, hopefully to see 3 Israeli hostages back in Israeli hands by Sunday evening. Jonathan Regev, CGTN, Tel Aviv.